Okay, welcome Program on Education Teacher Training and Professional Development 2021. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, for this presentation, we would like to deliver our paper presentation entitled Critical Thinking in Learning English. Okay, before we come to the discussion, let me introduce our team. I am Heri Apriyani as a moderator, and then Miss Dewi Septina SPD as the first speaker, and the last is Linawati Dewi SS. Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, let's come to the first slide. There is introduction. In this introduction, we have a background of the problem. And the background of the problem, we have two. They are two, and the first is one of the main activities in curriculum is to facilitate students with activity which can explore their critical thinking. And the second problem is what makes human different from other creatures is an ability to think. And next, come to the next slide. For formulation of problem, how does critical thinking skill for good English user? Yeah. And then for data collecting technique, in this our paper we use library research in collecting data. Okay, that was from my speech. And for the next discussion will be presented by Miss Dewi Septina. And please welcome to Miss Dewi Septina.
Thank you, Miss Heri Apriyani. Okay, audience, I will continue the discussions. As mentioned previously, that one of main activities in our new curriculum is to facilitate students with activity which can explore their critical thinking. Critical thinking actually comes from a feeling of curiosity and how, as a teacher, we can explore our students' critical thinking. One of the theory that we try to share here is from Norris and Anis, as mentioned in Anthony's paper, that critical thinkers usually seek a statement, and then they seek reasons. They try to be well informed. They will use credible sources. It can be clearly concluded that critical thinker will analyze or evaluate information accepted. And this thing that will make us interested to share how this critical thinking skill can make our students use English or learn English properly. We try to share some language skills, how to provide questions in listening, on how what kind of appropriate technique applied in speaking and writing, reading, and later on for structures also. So for example, like in listenings, questions like what does the woman mean? These kind of questions really trigger our students to think, because these kind of questions will ask them to draw conclusions. And then for speaking, in these speakings, so it is not only introductions. I would like to introduce myself, my name is blah, 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 but we apply the appropriate technique like speech. When they have to deliver speech, it means that they have to compose their idea, they have to collecting the data to support their idea. In talk show also, campaign, seminar, or debate, how can their event their idea if they don't have a data to support their idea. And then we have also for reading. In a reading questions, what kind of a question that will trigger our students to think deeply about the questions? This is not only a question relates to where does this man born, or where is it, or something like that. Then that it is not a simple question like this. That questions like which of the following is not discussed? These kind of questions will make the students try to comprehend all the texts. Writings. Writing is composing an idea. Argumentative essay, and then cause and effect. It is, those two are the examples. Of course, that maybe others they will have other techniques, but this is the technique that we share. Argumentative essay, because they have to compose an idea, they have to give their arguments why it is necessary, why it is important to share. That's an argumentative essay. And then cause and effect. If this one, if we apply this, what is the effect of this? That's cause and effect. For writing something like this, they have to provide the data, conceivable data. And then the last one for structures. And the structures, this is not a questions, again, I underline again, this is not a simple questions like, do you like bakso? Yes, I do. No, I don't. This is not a question like that, but we try to give a deeper practice for our students. They have, let's say, for example, a conclusions in conditional if. Conditional if, as we know that we have three types for conditional if. Types, each type, it has a meaning. So they have to know, they have to conclude the sentence. That's for if conditional sentence. And the last one may be a questions that in determining the wrong answer instead of the correct one. It is an expanse one. How can we make our students an expanse learners? This is by providing them questions that will trigger them to be a critical thinker. That's all. There will be conclusions from our next presenters. Ms. Linawati, time is yours.
Okay. Thank you. This is the last section of this presentation. Let me to sum up or conclude what has been discussed before by my previous speaker, Miss Ellie and Miss Heri. Critical thinking is not a basic intelligence or something that we has brought since we were born. It is something that can be improved and learned by everyone. In learning English, there are 4 language skills. First, listening. Second, speaking. Third, reading. And the last one is writing. And then critical thinking can be improved or trained with a proper technique, as Miss Ellie explained before. And by applying critical thinking in learning activity, it will form a good English users. There will not be an absurd speaker, because they not only have a good English but also meaningful ideas. I mean, okay, we think that's all about. That's all the presentation about critical thinking in learning English. Thank you very much for your nice attention. I end this section by saying wabillahi taufiq walhidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.